Okay, so our starting rank is 1093. Let's see if we can improve that. This hand looks good. We're probably just gonna play Spank Buster, turn 2. Okay, good. That's a great draw. Okay, now we got multiple options. We're looking at Fable turn 3. Okay, so we're playing Mardu. This deck actually does struggle against Mardu quite a bit. So it is a little bit of a problem, but we should be fine. Let's just hope he doesn't remove the token. So we're gonna swim first. Okay, cut down. That is kind of bad. Okay, zone. Waiting announcement, they're flying, so. Okay, so we're gonna have to. Plus. I reckon we just kill the Steel Seraph, personally. It's a more dangerous one. Really, we got nothing really to protect. Okay. So we're gonna kill the Steel Seraph. And Claudia will swing in. You can't place AO because that's a dragon. Huh. I reckon we definitely kill the token. Okay, that one draw was excellent. So we're going to cut down the token. Okay, the only problem is if you use an Archangel Wrath, he'll get a counter. Which means we can't place Tyrant of Co-Ridges and destroy it. However, we still should be fine. Okay, so discards Blood Tables. Swings in. Okay, there's the Archangel Wrath. That's what we didn't want. Okay. The best play here is to try and kill Gyada. I reckon. Make sure he can't get that. There's other buff angels on the field. And we don't have any answers to the reflection. So that is a problem. Okay, we're not gonna block. He's probably got mana open for Wandering Emperor. Go for the throat.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water. I am almost sad to see you go.
Another option we could have done is tapped Bank Buster and then hope for the best and hope we draw a land. But we don't want to take that risk at the moment. Okay, so it's a Blood Type Buster. 2 Blood Type Busters. Okay. Another token. Okay, so we do draw land. Draw another land. Okay, and a Tyrant. Okay. Do we make him try and kill it? That is the question. Because if we do, then he has to swing in and... I actually reckon we minus this.
I'll be We must protect the people.
Because minusing isn't always the worst option, because by leaving on the battlefield, you're forcing your opponent to worry about it. But in this situation, I reckon we don't need to worry about it really that much. So an Archangel Wrath here would be a great call. So he's attacking with both. I'm not going to block with the Tyrant because he's got 2 Blood Tithes. So if we do, then he'll be able to tap the Blood Tithe or sack it and kill the Tyrant, so that's why we're not blocking with it. But I think we are on top on this one. We got the mana advantage, board. Well, we got a Bankbuster, or 2 Bankbusters, but one that we can tap to draw cards. So I'm liking the look of this. Does he have an Archangel? That is the question. I personally don't see why he would place it, because he would just be killed by Tyrant next to it. Oh, go for the throw. It's a very interesting decision. Huh. Guess he's gonna draw a card. What else does he have in his hand? We're gonna tap Bankbuster. See what we draw and cut down. I can only one blood from here, so I'm gonna attack with both. Our life total is pretty low, but it's not super dangerous. Okay, so trade, which is good. Now the next question is, does he have a board of any kind? Okay, there's Archangel. Because he doesn't have enough mana to play Farewell. But what we could be looking at is something like a Wandering Emperor this turn, or maybe he keeps mana open. Okay, Archangel Wrath. Once again, that Wedding Festivity is massive. Now we want to get 10 red mana open. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that is bad. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna Archangel Wrath. Remove this shield counter. And I'm gonna attack with both. Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna kill that guy first. Okay, so there's a 20. And I actually think we're gonna plus this one.
I take no joy in the slaughter.
Okay, so we don't have enough land. Or mana.
My way.
Kill the Archangel, but next turn we have protection. Okay, I reckon we block. He could be bluffing, but I reckon right now Soren's the most valuable thing on the board. Okay, so he's probably trying to find something. Maybe an Archangel. Or even a Wandering Emperor. They would both. Ah. Janjo. Okay. Okay. So definitely probably gonna cut down his Archangel. Then we can attack with all. Question is, does he have a board wipe? I feel like he would. Maybe only one, but possibility is there, so we probably don't want to take the risk. Okay, so we draw 2 land.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Okay. So we're gonna tap the mana carefully. Gonna kill that guy now. And then we're gonna attack with all. And just buff this guy to oblivion. This is why Tyrant's just so good. Why more people don't use him? I got no idea. And this is the card that's super different between my Mardu decks and the ones we're commonly seeing. Okay, I probably should have tapped the treasure. Okay, so now he can block the Tyrant. And he can block something else. Okay, so that's enough for him to survive. But we draw any removal here. Okay. Except for that removal. So we need to be careful with the swing here.
Very well.
Okay, GG. We would have lost the record of Bankbuster and that would have been game. Okay. I actually don't like winning announcement that much for this matchup. We would prefer... Okay, and they can run Graveyard. But we haven't seen it this match, so we're gonna not include Graveyard Trespasser. The reason why we're taking out winning announcement is because, especially going second, we want to be able to remove his threats, so therefore we need more removal. And wedding announcement doesn't really block flying creatures. So that's our reasoning and thought process behind it. Because on the draw, we're definitely playing control. Because this deck's definitely more a control version deck of the typical Mardu midrange. But it's good because this deck has struggled against Mardu midrange. Like, it's literally the only deck that I come into going, oh crap, we might actually lose this, but even then I know we have a half decent chance of winning. So okay, so what we need to watch out for here is the reflection. Guaranteed he hasn't. Okay, winning announcement, and that kind of sucks, not gonna lie, because for all our removal spells we do not have anything that we do not have Destroy Evil. this here. I reckon we do cut down Inspirers. We don't want them to be getting too many creatures on the board at this early stage. We do have an Archangel, so that would be nice. Okay, so this is Archangel. Is it worth it destroying its wedding announcement now? Just gonna draw a card. It's a very interesting decision because we can kill its wedding announcement, but its damage is already practically done. Yeah, we're gonna let him draw a card. More important things that we are really concerned about, and we can always cut down one of those 2/2 tokens. We can Archangel both of them next turn. Okay, well, that's what we were worried about. Something big and powerful. Okay, so we're gonna go back up to 15 life next turn. Okay, we just need to pray that he doesn't have his own Archangel. Damn it, I was meant to tap Bankbuster. Well, sorry, tap Archangel and swim with Bankbuster, but it's a mistake on my part. Okay, he has his own. That kinda sucks. Not gonna lie. But at 4-5, okay. The clutch draw is real.
I am vengeance, bloody and righteous.
Okay, so the plan,
Times call for dire
tap
tactics.
Bankbuster, kill Archangel of Wrath, we'll go for the throat using the treasure token. I don't see any reason to kill him before combat. Okay, draw the lands. Okay, so isn't over any instance. So, no remove, possibly. Unless he's sorcery speed removal, which you could have. We're looking at something like Soul Transfer, Allegiance to Ashes as potentials. Okay, yeah, Soul Transfer, there it is. Okay, so that removes our card engine, which is actually very, very good for him. But I would say we have the upper hand at the moment, but the card I am worried about, name slipping my mind. What is it? See, this is where the Wedding for 3 does come into play. It doesn't allow us to kill the Fate token with the card down. Okay, another rank in a Bankbuster, that is a great draw. Okay, so we're gonna pass that. Okay, a fail. Place a fail. We're praying he doesn't have a board wipe right now. Set stop. We always want to set a stop because we want to draw with the Reckoner Bankbuster before this resolves. It's very crucial. Okay, so he had 2 lands. He discards 2 lands. Oh damn. That is fine. We can easily remove it. That is also fine. I'm just thinking, is that? No, we're gonna kill it. There's no reason not to. Okay. So we can draw first. 2 cut downs. Nice. Okay, land. Obviously, at this moment, cut down's only slightly more useful than land. Okay, another land. I reckon we just... Okay. Okay, I'm thinking. If we kill his wedding festivity, we can attack with this Goblin Charm and kill his wedding festivity when he blocks with Blood Tide Harvester. Then we can cut down the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That is the plan right now. We're starting to run low of removal in our deck, which is a problem. But we should be fine. Okay. Okay, so practically even when it comes to life total. Cards. Well, I got one more every else on top. I reckon now really relies on the top deck. If somebody starts stopping top deck and lands, then they'll probably lose the game. Still Seraph. It's a great top deck for him. Because the ability to gain lifelink, if I can't remove at the moment, I definitely can't race him. And we draw land. Okay. And we draw another land. We're out of the gates, I called it. The person who starts drawing lands is the one who's gonna lose the match. And that person is us. But actually, he's also drawn quite a few fair lands, so I mean, we've drawn 13 lands so far this match. So, which is more than half of our land. We have 25 land in this deck. Okay, that sucks, because the plan was to reckon a Bankbuster. Okay. If I've ever seen a clutch draw, that is one. Okay, so we can tap the Titan of Courages. Using this so we can attack with one of our 1/1s as well. Swing for 9 damage. Who knows, that 1 damage might become very important. And I'm pretty sure it was this game. Okay, what? There we go, first victory. And we move to rank 819. Now let's get on to the next match. Okay, so if we're wondering why we jumped up a few ranks since last match, it's because this guy just roped me out. He didn't even place a card, so that's why we jumped up ranks. And now we're going to be versing Sealboy 98, rank number 1782, so this might be a nice, fun match. Okay. Fable's more damaging, but he can most likely remove the token. So when announcement it is. It's because he can't really remove the tokens from one announcement, case more of a, I'm gonna say, headache for him. Yes, unfortunately we don't draw the land. Maybe we should have placed Fable. On hindsight, that was a mistake, because we needed to discard cards to find that 4th land. It kinda sucks. but we should be able to double block the Goblin Shaman. Okay, so he probably use another Shieldred. They only discard a Shieldred if they have another one. And we're looking at a deck with Invoke Despair in it. Okay, good. No Invoke Despair this time. And a cut down. That is lovely. Okay, so we draw a land. Does he have his own to kill my Goblin Shaman? Okay. That's cool with us. Okay, so the key when playing. Okay. He can't counter because we got the chest token. Well, he can, but he has to have a negate or he can make us waste our treasure token. But that's his choice. Anyway, if he does place an Invoke Despair, we'll kind of be happy because we only lose 2 life and he draws a card. But that means we can play next turn without having to worry about a counter spell. So that means we can Archangel Wrath and really rebound and hit him right where he doesn't want to be hit. Because right now we definitely have blood advantage. Even if he does have a sweeper, we still should be fine. In fact, if he places an Invoke, well, better. Okay, so now this is the problem. Okay, so I reckon we're going to attack over here. He definitely has a make this big. Which means we can't place our Archangel Wrath because we can draw land. Interesting. Probably just trying to stem. Okay, what's the play? Sorin? I'm gonna go Sorin, try and draw the land, and we can tap Bank Buster. Actually, but if he's looking at a Invoke Despair, we wanna create a flyer.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be free.
We probably could have
I
also
bring my
attacked
own army.
by tapping Reflection. Okay, so he kills Reflection. Okay, so if he gets a land here, he does. Now he can invoke. So that's suddenly our whole entire attack just going just like that. Except we can rebound very well. Okay, so he's gonna take 10 damage this turn. So he's gonna go 4. So now we just need to wait till he taps out, because unless he has Shieldred, do not have the best ability spells. So perhaps he has to be able to remove one of our creatures and keep mana open. And even then, by removing one, he still has a lot of pressure on him. The worst thing here would be a cut down, and maybe a go for the through. a sweeper would be fine, because... Okay. So there goes the Mega Disappear. Maybe it's 2. But more importantly, he taps a mana, which is great. Okay, so he replaces it. Okay, so what's that telling me? Is he tried to find something? Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, cool. Okay. Let's win game. We don't like destroy evils in this matchup. We do like our braids. We can include Legions to Ashes, but I don't want to. Okay, so the problem when playing Grixis with this deck, I find, is shielded. We only really have 6 removal spells or cards that can remove shielded, and that is Wandering Emperor and Go for the Throat. That's because we like to sideboard away our Destroy Evils, because really it kills shielded, and the only other really big application is the reflection, but we do prefer to kill reflection with stuff such as Cut Down and Archangel Wrath, etc. So that's why we like to remove it. And also, they don't tend to run 4 copies of shielded in their deck. Generally it's only 2 of, so we normally have, I would say, 4 cards to kill 2 of their cards, so we really want to be mindful when using Go for the Throw. Okay, so we're looking at Counterspell here. Okay, Go for the Throw, it's very nice spell. So, I'm assuming he has a Make Disappear open. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, something I've noticed is that it auto taps your Pain lands every single time except when you have something to cast. So in that scenario, my opponent should know that I now have a black card which costs 2 more or less in my hand, because the auto tapper didn't tap Circle of Springs. Okay, that is a slight problem. We have enough land, so I reckon the play here is to Janjo the Flesh Gorger. Okay, so just something that we have to be mindful of is Invoke Despair. If he has land, he can Invoke Despair. Okay, I reckon a Bank Buster. This is a hard choice. We can place Takenumu, but we might want to use it later. But we don't want to lose life either. Okay, so he shouldn't be able to counter it. Unless he has a negate, which he does. Okay, so I don't think he has an invoke in his hand. I could bet you $50 he has a Make Disappear in his hand. An option is to only do Archangel for 1. We're going to try and put the pressure on, so we're going to do it, but it is pretty susceptible to an Invoke Despair, or any removal of any kind. Currently we do not like this situation we're in, because if he he has a Wrecking Monster on the board that can draw cards, he's really playing the control deck when we want to really be playing the control deck. We want him to be playing his cards up and us to be answering, really. But at this situation, he's playing control. Okay, so it doesn't seem like this bad. Okay, this draw is excellent. We could place a Tyrant of Courageous, but we don't want to do that, really. Because if we did, he could get another Invoke, even removal, and we're just suddenly left out in the open with nothing, really. But what we're scared of is another upgrade here. Okay, Fable, we can kill that. With our Archangel? Does he... I don't expect him to place anything else, because with 4 mana, he can make disappear, and he can reckon up Bangbuzz. But hopefully, just hopefully we can join a break. Nope. Okay, so because we don't get another land, we're only gonna do place Archangel for 1. That way he has to set up a token with make disappear. Yep, yeah, he sacks the token. And now he's going to attack the Bangbuzz. Okay, so the next turn Bangbuzz is going to attack, which is not ideal for a Siren. And the Fable's also going to flip. Let's see, he's got 2 mana. Okay, another one. This is where a cut down would be very handy. And on cue, so we're going to cut down that. Then we're going to place a wedding announcement. Unless he has another negate, we should be fine. He does not. Unless he does that. Okay. Props on him. We made a mistake then. Because what we probably should have done is, because if we didn't cast the cut down first, we would have 1 more mana. So that is bad play by us. Okay, so now you can't attack with the Bankbuster unless he places something. Duress. Does he remove our card engine in Siren? Okay, he does. Siren was most likely to get killed anyway, so... Okay, that sucks. I cannot underestimate. I cannot overstate how bad that is. We can't afford to let him to draw. So a braid would be lovely right about now. Yeah, I'm assuming a cut down's on this one on the way. Nope. Yeah, we do have plenty to go for threats. I don't see any real need to really kill the reflection at the moment. So attack first. Always attack first. Just general principle right there. And the gaze, you can see them. I think there are little things in the MTG match that practically when you game, and being able to negate my first Bane Buster was super important for him. Super important. I mean, we've matched him so far in cards, actually. Nearly matched him so far in cards drawn, but if we had gotten that negate, we would have been like, no, if you hadn't counted that with the negate, it would have been so much better. Okay, so now he's got 2 reflections on the board, he can go infinite with that. So we're gonna kill. Okay, invoke this way. So that removes our board presence. Okay. So we currently draw on life. He's got one more Reckoner Bankbuster on the board. Okay, that was a mistake. I should have done that in a second. But, yeah, that's a go. Okay, finally draw that another land. Place the time. He has a disdain for strike. Great. We'll just yeet on the reflection now. If he has another, make disappear. Okay, so Corpse Appraiser. It's not that one, but the bad thing is he can tap the Bank Buster to go in. Okay, yeah, we're definitely struggling here. We are on the ropes. Because next turn, he pretty much is lethal. Okay, so he's, yeah, it's pretty much game at this stage. We really need a top deck to Archangel of Wraths. And even then, even if he just has one Invoke Despair, we're in trouble. So we're gonna go to 1 life. Kill him. Does he have a negate? Yes, he does. That is GG. Okay, so for some reason he decided to come control that one. So we got 2 options. A, we make our deck more aggressive, or B, and our deck doesn't really do that well. I reckon we leave it. Yeah, I like the deck the way it is. Really, we draw on a braid, he can't draw with the Reckoner Bankbuster. it's a different game. But okay, so we have an upgrade and our own Bankbuster, but we have no red mana at all. Let's just pray he doesn't have an upgrade. Okay, so mulligan, so that's a small win for us. Every small win counts. Okay. You could have spell pierce. Okay. Now, if you can kill this Bankbuster, we are in some kind of trouble. Because we have to draw twice for the Sorin to really resolve. Okay, get land. Okay. So he's obviously keeping counter magic up. Okay, there's another land. That's great. So we're not going to play Sorin. Right now, we definitely do have the advantage here. Simply because we have the Bankbuster, he doesn't. He knows we have an Embrace, so if he does place a Bankbuster, we do kill it. So we tap again. Okay, that cut down's excellent. So he can invoke Despair here, but we can rebound pretty heavily and we can deal 9 damage to him if he does place the Invoke Despair, or we can try and set up for the long ranges. Very interesting.
With the right
Okay,
tools,
so
I can do anything. Now this is a juicy secret.
so he's probably trying to find something. I'm assuming he's trying to find land. But from the looks of things, he can't find land. Okay, so I'm assuming he has an invoke. Okay, that is so good. That is so good. I'm assuming he has an invoke Despair. But the plan here is to place the Wandering Emperor after he places the Invoke Despair. Okay, so he doesn't draw the land again.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Discards a Bankbuster, that's great. Plays another Bankbuster, even better. Okay, so we're gonna kill the Bankbuster. Now, he might tap it here. Okay, he taps it. Okay, so are we looking at lethal damage
I'm
here?
not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. Let your blade do the talking.
Okay, so 12.
Remember your training.
Okay, so we're not looking at lethal damage, but what we are looking at is a special number. That's what I like to call it. And that special number is 4. If your opponent is on 4 life, you can kill them using either Tyrant of Courageous or Archangel of Wrath. So he has to be able to remove all our threats and somehow counter our Archangel of Wrath at the same
Bet you
time.
can't catch us.
I would say we're in a pretty good situation. And we also have a cut down that we can use to kill this blocker. and also go for the throat. So honestly, at this stage, I did not see us losing, but I have to admit, I personally have come back from this stage before, and I'm pretty sure my opponent has also come back from this. Okay, but he concedes anyway. So there's a 3-game winning streak, and we are on rank number 483. See you in the next game. Okay, so let's just see. We like this. Oh yeah, we like this opening hand. Okay, that's great. Ooh. We can curve out, so we want to be making sure that we move this stuff with instant speed, even if that means pain lands. Okay, let's see. We're looking at. Okay. Ooh. Can we risk it for a biscuit? He could have Mag disappear, but if we don't place anything, he can reckon and bank master. Yep, okay, good choice. Okay, here's a cut down. Interesting decision. I wouldn't cut down a 1-1 personally. Probably better things to wait. Okay. So we're probably going to be looking at Invoke Despair. We don't really have anything to really counter with. I think we actually want to sock him zone, channel that. If he does invoke Keeper. Okay. Another blood type holster. No attacker. Okay. Yep, I can really suck him zone now. Past turn, and we got army of 2/2s. Okay, so we can invoke Despair here, but with our Change of Wrath we can come right back at him. Okay, sacrifice the healing. We're going to cut down his pilots, and we can wipe his remaining blood type harvesters from the board. However, he will be able to crew with the blood type harvester. Okay, the plan. We just want to start swinging with Archangel, get Tyrant on the board. Okay, so that confirms he's playing Grixis, not Rakdos. Corpse Appraiser. Exile, Blood type Alistair. Those are two very good cards he just put down. Which means, okay, he probably was going for go for the throat. Okay. The question is, does he have an Invoke Despair? No, sorry, no, Make Disappear. Because if he does, we place Tyrant. It's a hard one. I can take the risk. Okay, we kill Corpse Appraiser. He's probably gonna crew again. Okay, another cut down. Interesting. Okay, what could he possibly place that would really disadvantage us? A Wandering Mind. You can find, okay. Does he have a removal spell? Yes, he does. Okay, attacking him is a great draw. Okay, so we can attack with everything. He blocks Tyrant. It's interesting why he won't place Fable. I see. Another Invoke Despair. Alright, can we take? There's an argument for Soren. There's a massive. He's already used up 3 Invoke Despairs. Yeah, we want the card advantage. Yeah, let's see if we can draw something good here.
I take no joy in the slaughter, but it's necessary. Blood for knowledge, a fair trade.
Okay, so we're very susceptible for an Invoke Despair, but if he has 4 in the top half of his deck, good on him. So he's discarded. So out of these 4 cards, to remove Soren. Okay, can't do it. I'd say he needs to remove the spells and another creature. I can crew the Bankbuster. Oh my god. That is a clutch draw. Okay, we get another Fable. Okay, so he's used up all his Invoke Despairs. Which means what we're really scared of right now is... oh, what are we scared of? Shielded, really? But we have Ancestors Shielded. We just want to draw something that can draw us cards. Okay. His blood tokens are going to come useful soon. Kind of probably draw a land here and then we can discard it. Bang. We get another land. So, that's so great. I love that so much. Okay, so what we're looking for here is an Archant Wrath, because that would be able to remove both the Reflection and the Broadside Harvester. Another Fable. I can kill the Reflection. We pray to God we draw something good. Another Fable isn't the worst. We're probably looking at our reflection being killed. This turn, probably play like Tithe Harvester. But we aren't doing too badly, like, he's used up most of his good cards, and we still have most of them in our deck. Yeah, so there goes the reflection. Okay, another Blood Tithe Harvest. That's 4 Blood Tithe Harvests. Fine. Okay. So we got a land here to discard. Okay, another Reckoning Bankbuster. That kind of sucks. He draws a card. 2 lands, but we get discarding. And we draw another land. Okay, so that should be able to create blockades, which is good. But now we're at only 27% of the land, which is great for us. We really want a Archangel. I reckon a Bankbuster would also be half decent. But he's probably trying to find like the one of children in his deck. Okay. At this stage we're like genuinely unlucky, but sometimes that's just how arena works. So if we're probably dead this time, but if we're not, yeah, we're dead this time. Okay, so that is very unfortunate. However, we can work through it and come back at this match. Okay, so pretty standard sideboarding. Really, he showed us that I would say probably at max he probably only has 2 copies of Shieldred because we didn't see it the whole entire time. We're also probably looking at Bankbusters, which we do not like at all. Bankbusters are a great card, and just having a Braid just to remove that Bankbuster is super important. Because over the long term, if you can just draw that extra 3 cards, put that board presence down, it's just very devastating. So just the ability to be able to remove that Bankbuster is super important. Okay, we like this hand. Okay, so the question here is, does he have mana open from? Okay, yes, he does. We're actually gonna keep. We do have go for the 3-2 items threat. Okay, so there's a thing. Move that. Okay, that cut down the max earlier, to be honest, but. Okay, if they can't remove the token, we can swing and play Sorin. Actually, we probably don't want to play Sorin yet, because until he places his first invoke, and after he does place that invoke, then we can play Sorin. Get the ball rolling. Okay, so it doesn't seem like he has anything. Okay, we're gonna discard this land. If it was a black land, we would have kept it. Okay, so if he does place invoke, we are going to sacrifice the 1/1 and the Fable. Okay, that is great. That is excellent. That is superb. 2 Bankbusters in the grave. Okay. Siphon's Insight. Get a land. Okay, we actually don't mind it that much, even though we do Siphon land. And that is his, believe it or not, third favorite. Okay. I reckon we're happy for a trade here. Okay, we're not going to place a sword yet, just in case he does have the invoke. Okay, so this is big. We don't want to. I can we just let him through? He can have the mana if he wants. The reason why we're not double blocking is if we do, and he does place the invoke, then we're gonna have to sacrifice a whole lot. Okay, one back there. We're gonna kill the reflection. Finally draw that land, but we're still not going to play Storm yet. Attack with everything. Oh, do we place the Sorin? Risk it for a biscuit. He negates it anyway. Here's something else. 2 on this spell. Gonna let him attack. Okay, what we're worried about is him sifting inside and stealing our Archangel. Okay, there's the invoke. The reason why it's massive is it gets rid of one of our creatures. And it also gives a +1/+1 ability. And we draw the Archangel. Perfect. We could cluster for 4. For 2 of what to make this appear. But we're just gonna go for it. Okay, great. This is excellent. Now it's 7 to 17. Okay, if he gets his own Archangel, that would be a problem. Okay, so go for the throat. We've got 5 mana left. And and a bag bust. Okay, important here is to get him. Damn, this is massive. Okay. We won the game. Cool, I nearly stuffed that one up for a second. But then I realized, I was like, if I had one more mana, then I realized I can attack the Golem Shell. Okay, so that puts us back until he's going we like... See, do we like the Wandering Emperors that much? There's no real massive target we really need to hit. With this great card and everything, probably Sorin for the card advantage is the best option. Okay, cool. We got great. Okay, the question we want to ask ourselves here is, yeah, we're doing it. Okay, the big worry now is if he does have a Fable. In which case we can't move the token if he does. They always seem like they very place out that's really well. So what you can do now is really attack us, get that 4th land and that treasure token, and then he can invoke Despair us, so we're gonna block the 2/2. And because he discards nothing, it shows he has a good hand. I could almost bet you $50 he's gonna place his invoke Despair this turn. Ah. I don't want to get rid of the card. So it's mana open, so I'm just gonna play it safe unless he's in the gate. Okay, so now we really need mana. He gets the draw. Okay. Now we need to ask ourselves what's more dangerous, a reflection or a token. Okay, so we do get to go for the throw. Alright, can we kill reflection? So he uses his Bankbuster. Discards a land. He's on 5 cards, I'm on 4, both on 20 life. Both with his Bankbuster. I would actually say he's probably in front at the moment. But who knows what he has in his hand. If he taps the Bankbuster here, probably suggesting he doesn't have that much stuff. Okay, so he taps the Bankbuster now. He's probably really worried about our reflection. To be completely honest, our reflection's not that good. Okay, so let's see the draw. Okay, he goes for the reflection. Draw a card now. And I'm probably going to try and remove his monsters. Okay, so not drawing that 6th land isn't the best. Okay, no, that's alright. So now he definitely does have the board advantage. I'm gonna pop the reflection. The big risk here is if we do place a time and it can be counted. Oh, do we lose the game next turn? it's possible. Okay, so options here, play Soren. We can, okay, there are 3 options we can do. Play Soren. Play Soren to try and avoid the make disappear. Oh, look. The biscuit, we're probably gonna get it, but see, this is where, in these situations, Archangel Wrath. Yeah, he does have it. Archangel Wrath is very handy. Okay, so we're gonna go down to 5. And he gets to get removal whenever he needs to ensure that. Okay, so right now I reckon we need to assume that our thing gets through, and he did negate once. So we probably want to place the card that's highest likelihood to get through. And then it's the Tyrant of Carriages. I honestly reckon we've lost this one, but Disdainful Strike. No! That's GG. It's a little bit unfortunate. We probably should beat them most of the time, but unlucky that one. Rank 759. Let's get in the next match. Okay, so if you're wondering why our rank is now back to 1159, it's because I just played a mono red deck and I lost. Which, it was an unfortunate loss, but sometimes against mono red when they just curve out, went to game 3 at least. However, there were technical issues with the sound, so that is why you have not seen it yet. But hopefully this game we can improve and play better. Interesting, this guy could be playing Grixis, Rakdos, even Mardu in fact. Is he AFK or? Okay, Mardu it is. We have historically struggled against Mardu, which is a slight problem. Okay. Plays Kiara. We kill Kiara. Okay, get our Fable. Now it's kind of super important if this Fable token survives. Because if it doesn't, we kind of do probably want to. Oh, we don't want to discard a card, but I reckon we have to. This is a big match. No. Gonna place our second Fable. The option was to go for the token, but we want to save it for more important things. I personally reckon I'm a little bit too stingy when it comes to the Goblin token. I tend to prioritize killing it too much, and sometimes I reckon I just need to be a little bit more accepting that the opponent can get mana in the forms of treasure tokens. But for us, our treasure tokens are super important because we don't have any lands, so we really need those treasure tokens to really make an impact. Okay, so another Giada, so that's 2 targets. 3. Okay, let's so that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to discard the Tyrant. Finally draw land. Okay. Alright, can we swing? One of our tokens will be but that is fine. Okay, so we can leave the Thalia alive. It'll be fine. Okay, so really what we don't want here is an Archangel. As Archangel would kill our Archangel. Or possibly our Reflection in the token, but hopefully he doesn't have that 5th land drop. But he did discard 2 lands off his own Fable, so we'll see. Okay, destroy evil. Okay, you can't really place much else now, can you? Do we draw now and try and find the line? I reckon that's the right decision. Oh, a little bit lucky, but... Okay, so what we don't want here is our Mind Blink. The 5/5 with 2 shield counters, we do not want that card. Especially if he has another land. Because then he can really go to work on us. Really threaten us as well as develop a card engine. Okay, so there's the land. Out of 2 cards. Okay. That surprisingly isn't actually that bad. In fact, that is actually very good for us. As we go for the shielder. Then we draw. And then we attack on the main. Will he block the reflection? Okay, we can't place Sorin. Okay, so it lets it through. Let's just hope he doesn't draw anything good this turn. Because if he does top deck something half decent, we are in trouble.
Out of my way. I have a way to stop. I bring my own art.
Okay, good. So the plan here is to create a bunch of tokens. Vampire tokens, to be exact. Okay, A is a legendary. Okay, another thing. And an Embrace. Yep.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Oh, do you want to attack? Nope. Okay, so the reason why we said to stop that originally was so we can really just buff the vampires. Well, sorry, not buff the vampires. We copy the vampire. But we can also copy the Reckoner Bank Bust. Well, I just realized I just made a mistake there. Probably should have killed the reflection. Okay. Well, killed the reflection before inspiring her to say it's about it.
You fight for me now.
Interesting. He's got a stop of some sort.
You deal with this annoyance.
Okay, we're gonna have to kill that here because we actually have no way to exile him in our main deck. You can put +1/+1 counters on everyone, but I doubt it. Okay, he does that. Okay, so that forces us to really get rid of reflection now. Okay. Luckily that Inspiring Overseer is going to disappear. So that ring is on cut rounds. Use this. Okay. Best draw here would be a tyrant. This is where we need a tyrant. Ah.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Oh. Okay, so we can start by removing the competition. Actually, we don't want to attack it. Unfortunately, we have to sacrifice our Fable. Okay, so the bank bust looks like it's going through. Oh, I just realized I made a mistake. Okay, so mistake there. I should have copied this card. Okay, that's another mistake I just made. Don't do it at the end step. See, these are little things that I'm doing wrong. That as somebody playing this high rank, you really want to do, because these little things do actually make such a massive difference. And these are the things that you really need to focus on. Okay, so we're pretty happy. Let's use a board wipe a fellow, for example, but I'm pretty sure they're only running these. No. Okay, so now we can't attack with the Overseer. So he takes out. So that is game. Reasons. Okay, that's another mistake there. I probably also should have aimed reflection on that guy. At that, because he was tapped out doesn't really matter, but it's one of those things you want to form good habits early on. Okay, so we don't like wedding announcement against this match. But we do like our removal. Okay, so just waiting for him to sideboard. Hopefully, we can get this second win. We'll see, we have I mean, against Mardu, we always seem just to fall short. Like, we've been in practically every single game. It's just that, yeah, for some reason they always get the luckier top decks or etc, etc. And that's part of MTG, you know? I mean, I've had my fair share of lucky top decks over the years, I reckon. I've also had my own fair share of unlucky top decks, like 5 lines in a row. Stuff like that. But it's actually very interesting because suddenly everybody just started playing Mardu. Like, I remember, like, there was like, in the old standard before Bro was released, there was like one Mardu deck that was like semi-popular at one stage. And that was only for a little bit. But now, like, this standard, suddenly there's, out of nowhere, there's just been a massive influx of Mardu decks. Like I say, I understand why Mardu decks are very fun to play with. Archangel Wrath is such a great card because it can really turn the game around. Okay, so I'm going to place my planes just to kind of make him think a little bit more, if that makes sense. Okay, so now you're white mana for our opponent. Meanwhile, we clutch up and draw a Fable. So what we're concerned about right now is a Shulford. We do not have an answer to that at the moment. Okay, so he discards Soul Transfer. And another Fable. Okay, let's see if we can draw something like a cut down. Okay, we did not get a cut down. Okay, so this is where it's actually a great idea to plus.
Consider yourself fortunate,
Sorry, just purely because
my ways are not.
if I do -2, then he can swing and kill my Sorin if he removes the token. So that is why we are plussing first. So discards nothing, gets his white mana source, and most likely will attack with the, yeah. And our Sorin should be manage to survive. Okay, let's go. I'm not particularly fond of that card, to be honest.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
This is interesting. Okay, so we can kill both those next turns with our reflection. But do we block AO the Donscat? Because we do have another in our hand and we can swing. But if he attacks with the token, I reckon we definitely block the time. It's the only way. Okay, so I like the situation we're in. So he's not going to attack with AO. He is going to attack with AO. I reckon we force him to use our removal on time.
I won't let this be over.
Because we do have a card engine, reckon a Bank Buster in our hand. But now he... oh, okay, he does. Here's the Archangel of Wrath. Okay, we're gonna trade in our token. We can actually protect our token though. I reckon patience when it comes to... okay, no, that was another mistake. Should have done that during instead. It's very stupid on me, like... I mean, I'm pretty annoyed at myself for that. But really, we want to draw the Legion's Ashes to remove that. If not, we can always tap the Tyrant, or create a token of it. Use that to kill the AO. Okay, Giada. Does he ever move? No, he doesn't. Okay, so this time, gonna say stop. No attackers. Past Phantom. Oops. Oops. I don't know what I was doing. He didn't have removal last turn. Does he have removal this turn? Okay, what does he have? Let's see. Maybe he's roping us out because he doesn't have any cards. We also do have the Wandering Emperor open, if need be. Which is excellent. Okay. I'm gonna make the call so he doesn't have any removal. Oh crap. Oh, yes, it goes through. Okay, cool. Kill the Gyata. Maybe he... The Braid is what I'm worried about, to be honest. But I'm on low enough life total and I do have the Takanumi in my hand. Okay, now it's going to be very interesting to see what he gets off this. Top 7 cards. Like an Inspiring Overseer would just be great, honestly. Okay, 1 Gyata. That is not game ready. That is excellent. So, while we do have board advantage, here's a life total advantage, so we do need to be wary, especially since it can go fast. Okay. Okay, so the question is who do we want to save? I reckon it has to be.
Then guide like water. Show them how we
Has to be
beat our
time.
enemies.
To be completely honest, I don't see any reason
Blade do the talking.
why I need to buff Tyrant anymore. So that Blood Tithe Harvest will be annoying. We're not going to attack it just yet. We're going to kill the Gyaju. Okay, that another brain is handy.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I'm going to attack. Okay, passive first strike. Kill the Archangel. Does he have anything to counter that? No, because he's not blue. You can gain indestructible until the end of time, though yeah. Knowing the death list, they don't have any of that in there. Okay, so we get the kill. And we are now set up to win the game. We have 6 mana left, so we can place Takanuma if need be. Really, what I don't understand is that Tide of Courage is such a good card, yet nobody plays it. Like, nobody. It is amazing. Okay, he's got 4 mana left, not enough to play an Archangel kit, so we're good. Okay, I can play it safe. Good luck with the 3-3. That is fine.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
And that is what we call the clutch draw of the century. Okay, now Wandering Emperor is out of reach of Archangel Wrath.
We greet our enemies.
We also have 4-4 on the field.
Years of training for this.
I can really set up the victory next turn. I'm actually like Soren here. Actually, nah, timing. We're here to put pressure on opposition.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Okay, so unless he has any removal, we've won next turn. Oh yeah, and the reason why we place Tide of Courage is after combat, so we didn't crew it with Reckoner Bank Buster if we had played it before, but the reason why we did that, okay, the reason why we did that is because, okay, just ignore I said anything. Explain that. Okay, back to rank 794. This is good progress. Okay, so we're up against somebody rank 75, so this one should be a win. But you never know. Okay. Place mountain. Place caves. Okay, so we're looking at mono red. Place wedding announcement. Mechanized warfare, that can be an issue. I want to go to attack. Our sole purpose right now is to survive until we get enough life. Okay, Mystery's research deck. Is this some kind of like artifact deck? Okay, this will give us more information. Okay, so we're gonna Flowstone infuse one of our tokens and we can draw a card off. Research, interesting. So the big downside of this is right now it's we're going to pay 2 mana. We can create a life.
I have a witness. I bring my own army.
Okay, so next turn we start killing. Place So he gets 4 mana. He Flowstone infuses a vampire, making it 5/2. Oh crap.
Wallow in darkness, then.
He didn't use his Flowstone infusion, he stood from his hand, which is kind of bad, but. Okay, right now we want some red mana. Well, by red mana I mean non-pain red mana. Okay, I'm kind of hoping. Okay. Wandering Emperor isn't the best draw, but I can deal with it. Okay, so Mistress for Andrew's attacking. Going to Oxala and more importantly gain 2 life.
Run away. You'll be safer. You are not much of a roadblock.
Okay. Joined. Gonna hit that one. They need to go to 16, we're in 12. But we have a 6/7 on the board and a place
to teach you.
Okay, so he's gonna double spell.
Until next time, then.
That and the Festivities card has been amazing for him. Okay, so they should be dead in 2 turns. Actually, I'm gonna place 3, 4 little left.
You can deal with my servant.
There's no reason, I don't think, why we would need to add an extra power. Okay, so there goes our side.
I won't let this be over.
But we've won. Easy dubs. We actually didn't see much evidence of creatures, so we're not gonna go full on with our aggro game plan, as normally that involves including killing a lot of creatures, but this time we actually didn't see many. Okay, so first turn 1, get something down, which is excellent for him. He needs a good start, I reckon, to beat me. There's a play with fire, so looking like no creature then. Okay, so we're gonna kill the King. Does he place Mechanized Weapon? No, he doesn't. So do it before he's attacking. So buff the spells. Okay, so we can actually wait till next turn before placing Mechanized Bankbuster. That way we do have some stuff open. Okay, so he's going to play with Fire Us. We go down to 15, and use 4 cards left. As long as we can remove all those creatures, we should be fine. Okay. It's interesting to see what he has. Okay, so we go to 13. We're gonna draw. Okay, excellent. We'll go for the throats. Another play of fire. So my intuition was correct. He doesn't have many creatures. Okay, so we're gonna kill. Just gonna have to. I'm gonna swing, and all of a sudden we are winning. Does he have an answer? Okay, so 2 spells to kill one dude. We actually don't mind it that much. And you do kill a lifelink as well. But the question is, can he? And yes, he can. Okay, we get another one. We'll place the tyrant. Okay, I'll look draw for him. Oh, we're gonna keep 2 mana open just in case he gets something. But we should be able to win. Next. In fact, I don't see us losing. Gonna swing with both, and that should be game. Okay, so we move up to rank 639.